Hey everyone, it's Emily with Hearty, so welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the kitchen with my mom and we're whipping up a family recipe called our Gooey Cinnamon Rolls. Today we're featuring Watkins products in our recipes. We love Watkins products because we've been using them since I was a little kid. My mom used to work for Watkins, so she would bring home all of these tasty, yummy flavorings from work and incorporate them into all of the recipes that she would make from scratch in our home growing up. So today we're featuring Watkins Organic Ground Cinnamon, and we're also featuring Watkins Organic Original Gourmet Baking Vanilla to make these really tasty gooey cinnamon rolls. We started out with 28 dinner rolls that are frozen bread dough. We've cut them into quarters, and we put half into our greased baking pan, and we've reserved half for later on. So we're going to make the caramel mixture next in a saucepan over low heat. Of those ingredients, we're going to use a stick of butter, we're going to use cooked vanilla pudding, a cup of brown sugar, some milk, some Watkins Organic Ground Cinnamon, and Watkins Organic Original Gourmet Baking Vanilla as well. So we're going to head over to the stove, we're going to get that going in our kettle, and then we're going to pour that over top of these cut up frozen bread dough. So in our saucepan already, we've got our 1 stick of butter. And again, it's very important to keep this on medium heat, medium to low heat, because we don't want this to get too warm or we don't want to create too sticky of a sauce. This is how Mom measures. We're adding the vanilla next.
There's our pudding, the cook and serve pudding kind, not the instant. I sometimes add a little bit more milk.
Okay.
And just to make it. And cinnamon.
Add a generous amount of Watkins Organic Ground Cinnamon. So Mom's tip here is to let it bubble just a little bit to help dissolve that sugar on the bottom. So my mom knows how much I love these cinnamon rolls. So every time I've brought home a child, or we've had a major life change in our home, we're going through a remodel or something like that, she knows that I will always put everybody else first in my family when it comes to feeding them. But she knows that if she makes these cinnamon rolls that I will eat and have some calories. So she knows if she makes these and brings these, that I'm gonna be good to go.
Few for the mothers, so
I like making these around the holiday time, or just anytime somebody else may have brought home a baby too. It's kind of a nice treat to have when you're coming home. These can be used for breakfast or brunch, or really you could use them as a dessert also. So I've got my oven preheated to the lowest it goes, which is about 200 degrees, and that's how we're going to kind of fast raise this frozen bread dough. You could also make these cinnamon rolls overnight. So you can prepare the bread dough just as we have over in these pans, and then mix up this sauce just as we are doing now. Add it to the bread dough and then let it raise on the stove overnight. And when you wake up in the morning, the bread will be raised and you can just pop them into the oven. And that's a very quick way to make these rolls.
that's what you want to see.
You want the bubbles. Okay, so you can turn it on. So you just let it kind of get to that point and then it gets turned off, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're going to put it on the...
Okay. We're going to bring it over to our pan of dough here.
And pour it evenly over.
The whole pan.
because the top layer of bread dough balls will meld in with the bottom layer as it raises. And we'll put the remaining bread dough balls on top, and the heat of the caramel mixture will help raise the bread dough. And if you do it on your countertop overnight, that will enhance the raising process. You want to put a towel over them and put them in either in your low grade oven or on a warming surface on top of your oven.
So now we're making the topping for the cinnamon rolls by combining some of the Watkins organic ground cinnamon along with a few tablespoons of sugar.
And we just sprinkle it on. This is going to get upside down, right?
Yep, so this is going to be the bottom eventually of the cinnamon rolls. We're going to flip this out into either a cookie sheet or another pretty pan that's of equal size to this 9 by 13, so the cinnamon rolls fit nicely. And then there it is. We're going to stick it in the oven.
Cut it on top. To raise.
And one of Mom's secrets is she fills a little bread pan with water to help keep everything moist while it's raising. And we're going to raise that for what, about an hour and a half. Okay, so we've got our cinnamon rolls out after 25 to 30 minutes in a 350 degree oven. And this is what it looks like from the top. And we're going to flip these out into a pan, and then you'll see kind of the transformation. Hopefully this goes well. Oh, look at that. So gooey. Good shots already. We're taste testing already.
It melts in your mouth.